So this is my gaming setup about 7 months ago. But since then, I've made a lot of new upgrades to my setup. So in this video, I'm going to give you guys an in-depth tour of my 2025 gaming setup. Make sure to like and subscribe if you like content like this. I do a lot of gaming setup tours and like tech videos and reviews and unboxing videos when I do upgrades to my setup. So if you do like it, make sure you like and subscribe and turn on post notifications so you never miss an upload. And let's get straight into the video. Alright, so starting off with the secondary desk of my setup, I'm eventually planning to do an entire room transformation, so I'm going to get a new bed because y'all can see here from where my bed is currently, it's a loft bed, so that means all of my game stuff is below my bed and I sleep up here. So it is a little bit wobbly, it doesn't make a whole lot of noise, but when I'm gaming, I just want it to be separate. I can have better airflow because my fan is up here, my bed kind of blocks, like I don't know if you can see, but if I go to the side, it kind of really blocks like the airflow coming down, and I don't get anything coming to me because I'm under the bed. But I will get a new bed eventually. It's probably gonna be an L desk, kind of like this. But starting off with this area over here, so I'm just gonna scoot over here. So this is like my secondary setup. All I do on this side is game and game only. So this laptop right here, this is the Lenovo Nitro 5. It comes with an Intel i5 7400 and a Geforce, NVIDIA Geforce GTX 1080. So it is a very good gaming laptop, pretty budget one, but it can handle pretty much any game I throw at it besides like high quality Fortnite. Definitely not Call of Duty, definitely none of those like 1440p games, but it can handle 1080p very well. All I really play on this computer is like Minecraft with my friends because you need to like play on like computer and Xbox, play like Java and Bedrock. I play some Valorant and some Roblox and maybe some like, honestly, I play Fortnite a little bit sometimes, but not really. And then this monitor I have right here, I'm not sure like the name of the monitor, but let me like back up a little bit. So this is a 27-inch monitor. I know that for a fact. It's made by Dell. I don't know like every single spec about it. All I know is that it's 27 inches. It is made by Dell and it has a 140 hertz on it. I don't know the response time, but I know it's 140 hertz. But really all I need is like, honestly, all of the games I play don't need insanely high quality, so it's not really much, but this is all I really play on this setup. Alright, now what I'm pretty sure y'all are mainly wanting to see is my main setup. So this is my main gaming setup and content creation setup. So over here I do all my streaming, I do all my editing and like YouTube studio editing for my videos and shorts. I do all my recording over here when it comes to like recording audio and actually like making my videos and then editing them over here, or even using my camera to record. So I'm just gonna give you all an in-depth tour of this area. Alright, so starting off, what really powers like my editing side and like content creation side of this setup is this EliteBook laptop from HP. It has Windows 11 on it, not a Windows 11 Pro, only Windows 11. But this is a very nice computer. The only thing I wouldn't say do on it, if you want this computer, don't stream on it, because I used to use it for streaming. It was good for a while, but when you start to use things more, it does get a little worn out. And the only thing about this, it has integrated graphics. Like the difference between this laptop and my gaming laptop is that this one has integrated graphics. The other laptop is meant for gaming and streaming because it has a graphics card in there. This one does not. So it doesn't handle streaming the best, but it was definitely capable of it for a while. And then I also have this monitor go along with it. This is the HP Pro monitor. So this is a very nice one. It's 24 inches, 100 hertz. So I don't need much. I mean, my computer only runs at like 75 hertz. So this is a 100 hertz monitor. Wasn't super expensive, about $200. And that's really all you can ask for when it comes from a gaming, not even a gaming monitor, just a monitor in general. So yeah, you can see here, like I have my YouTube open. So like, yeah. Y'all have been blowing it up. We only have 28 subscribers and we already are at 10,000 views and 27 watch hours. And we've only been posting on this channel since May 19th. So like this is some really good progress. So like again, if y'all like these videos, make sure you like and subscribe because we are going absolutely crazy. Now on this side of the desk, I have my Infamous PlayStation. Y'all have seen this in a lot of my setup tour, like shorts and videos when I'm recording and things like that. So this is what pretty much powers the entire setup. I am saving up for a PC, so I will be giving y'all a PC build video soon. But if y'all want me to like give y'all the parts that I'm gonna make in the build, and like if y'all want to like give me some tips or so I can tweak it a little bit, I will definitely make a short about that. But this is my PlayStation. It's not the Pro or the Slim, it's just the normal version. And then this right here is the Fifine AM8 microphone. I did an unboxing video on this soon, so if y'all want to check it out, y'all can. But I really like this microphone. It has much better audio than my Maono that I did was one of my first shorts on this channel. But it has a removable like softener here, so you can put it back on. It's super smooth and super easy. And then it also has like the cool thing I like about this mic arm. I got a mic arm to go with it. It can rotate under the desk instead of going like with a Maono mic arm. It was really bendy, it had gears all over it, and it made weird noises, and it really couldn't go anywhere around the desk. This one can move around a lot better. You can see it has interchangeable RGB, so I'm just gonna, where's the button? Right here, so I can change the RGB. I like to keep it on blue because blue, white, and black is like the aesthetic of my gaming setup. And then on the back, I'll just flip it over. The cool thing, oh yeah, you can mute it right here, so mute, unmute, that's really cool. And then the way you can change the volume, I don't know if y'all can see it. I'm gonna like try and turn the RGB off. I'm just gonna plug it for now. But the way it works, so you can change the RGB with this button right here. And then this microphone, this scroller here, this is your microphone audio, so how loud the microphone audio will be when you're recording. And then this is your headphone audio, so if you ever plug in your headphones to hear what you're doing, or when you're recording so you can still hear your game, this is how loud it will be. So basically, if you have a plug-in microphone, you can control your your headphones audio from this button and control your microphones from this audio. And then the cool thing, you can move it anywhere like this. It can spin around 360 and it can move up and down. So it's really cool when I'm recording, and it makes it very like viable whenever I want to record. Now for the peripherals on this desk, this is like my main desk. So I have this little Apple Pencil here. I do have an Apple iPad where I do a lot of like digital art. I do like some digital art, but mainly when I use my iPad, it's just when I'm kind of chilling, not really making any videos, and kind of just playing video games with myself. I just put my iPad right about here and just put on some videos, maybe put on some NBA 2K or some Tech Source, because you know I really like Tech Source. But this is my keyboard right here. So it has some really nice like Japanese cherry blossom. I really like Japanese art and things like this. So it comes with some of these like custom keys all on the sides, and then again all white keycaps. So this is a 60% mechanical keyboard. It has 2.4 gigabyte plug-in with your USB like dongle. It also has Bluetooth, and then of course it has wired too. And then this is my mouse. So this is E-YOSSO. You can see the logo right there. This is E-YOSSO's wireless mouse. So I really like this mouse. Okay, so fully rotatable scroll wheel, 2 keys right here, and then it also comes with the side buttons. And the skates on this are absolutely amazing. It has glass skates on the bottom, and it comes with 10 different DPI settings. So clicking here, it also changes colors, so like you can tell I think yellow is like one of the fastest ones, and then green is like one of the lower ones. But I like to keep mine on purple. This one's pretty fast, and I really like it. It has glass skates here. Those are glass skates. You can either choose to go plastic or glass. And then I have another mouse pad like this. Is a really nice gray, black, and white mouse pad. And when looking at it, it kind of looks like an illusion. It kind of looks like it's like popping out, which I really like that about this mouse pad. And then it has really nice glide, so you can hear it moves a lot smoother. And the cool thing about it, it's also wireless. So again, keeping as many wires off my desk as I can. And then when I need to, like when I'm not playing and I charge my stuff, I have these 2 little like wire holders. So whenever I'm not using my stuff, I can pull the wires back. You can see here, they're like loaded into the thing, and I can pull my wires back when I'm not using them. But it also helps the wires not fall off the desk, because that does happen a lot, and I like to keep my cable management pretty pristine. Then I also, because I have my PlayStation, have 3 controllers. So I have a PlayStation controller and charger stand here. So I always keep 2 controllers plugged in at all times, and then I have the one that I'm actually using, whether in my hand or sitting somewhere on the desk. So this kind of makes it optimal when I'm gaming. If I'm in a hardcore gaming session and one of my controllers dies, I can just easily grab another one and put this one back. And then here's my camera right here. So this camera I got off of Amazon. This is Devuvu. I don't know. Whatever their name is, it has a lot of L's and V's in it. But other than that, it's a really good camera. It has 4K autofocus with 18 times zoom, and it's a really nice camera. Whenever I'm taking pictures and videos, I can upload it directly to my computer, just based off, like I can literally just plug it in with my USB-C cable, and I can upload my pictures and videos. And it can also be used as a webcam, but the cool thing is, you don't need a Chatlink Pro. Again, just plug it in with the USB-C cable to your computer, and then go onto the camera and click camera or PC camera, and you can use it as a webcam. And then just for some decoration, I have this little Satoru Gojo Funko Pop right here. I just kind of sit on my desk. I'm waiting for my new bed and desk to come in because I did get some floating shelves for my birthday. So we'll be putting like that Naruto statue and this Gojo Funko Pop on those shelves just to take it off my desk, but to also add some character and aesthetic to my room. And now for probably my favorite part of my entire setup. This right here is LG's 34-inch 165Hz gaming monitor. I got it off of LG for my birthday, and my dad bought it for about $400. The retail price, I'm pretty sure, is like $600. So we got it on sale. It's a very, very, very good monitor, especially for PS5. I'm probably going to end up downgrading to like a 27-inch monitor, but also probably get like 240 Hz because the gaming PC I'm going to build is going to have some really nice specs in it. But this is a really very good monitor. It's 34 inches, and it weighs a good amount. It weighs about 17 pounds, but I'm also going to show y'all what I used to hold it up. And then speaking of cable management, this is what it is right here. It's not horrible, but it's definitely an upgrade from what my setup used to look like. I used to have cables all over the floor. This is much better. So I have a USB plug in here, so like you can see here, I have my USB chargers up here. So I charge my keyboard, my mouse, my phone, my camera, anything that I have that needs to be plugged up on the desk. When I'm not using it, it's plugged up over here, and then it's simply put up with some tape. Then I also got this mountable cable management rack off of Amazon for about $20, and it can hold all my cables. It comes with holes on both sides, so you can slide the cables through and then lead it from one side to the other. And then I have all my stuff sitting here, so you can also see I have this capture card. I use this for streaming. I'm also going to switch from streaming on my main computer to my gaming computer because it has better specs on it. And then you can see like I have all my stuff mounted. I really like mounting things onto my desk, but it makes it hard because if you look at right here, there's two layers to this desk. Is this part, this is like the flat, and then this metallic part. It's only because it's also a bed. So you can see here, it comes with two pieces. Here's the main desk, and then here's the second part. So it makes it hard to mount things. But this next desk I'm about to get is just a desk. It's only flat. There's no other pieces to it. And this is my cable management.